Hello, everybody, and welcome to Action Round Zero Game of the Week. And we have a good one for you today from the Polish League, a notoriously difficult league with two especially good players, Ziemowit, Pazderski, who needs no introduction, and Jarek, Grzaslewicz, another stalwart of the Twilight Struggle community, who unfortunately is winless against Ziemowit going into this game. He's lost 8, but he's a very good player and always someone to watch out for. Today, joining us, we have Peter Frantz, and I'm Max DuBoff. And so we are happy to bring this one to you today. Peter, do you know of anyone who's beaten Ziemowit recently?
That's a good question. I can't think of anybody offhand, but it is possible.
All right, so
Only
we're
at
watching
the top of the top.
That's right. So we're watching from Jarek's side today. So Peter, tell us a bit about this opening hand for Jarek.
I love it. The only downside is no 4-ops, but Vietnam duck and cover is a great combo. I also like Nasser duck and cover sometimes to kind of spread out, or coup lower defcon. We have defectors, don't have to worry about that. Yeah, and we also have D-stall, which is, the prime treat.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so Vietnam headline seems good. Annoying to meet the
Good,
Middle
except
East.
he could have used Nasser to not get that scoring against him, but I do like this as well.
So I generally prefer Nasser, except if I'm holding duck and cover. What's your view on that?
No, I think it was the right play. It's just like, once you see Middle East, you have to be like, I should have done that,
Totally,
Now
yeah.
he has a not locked up, but very secure situation in Asia.
Yeah, one thing I've been thinking about recently from some recent games. Oh, that's a big coup back. Wow.
I might have done D-stall quicker just to maybe put one in Pakistan. Now he can, actually he could go to Afghanistan, so forget about that.
Yeah, not getting one into France is kind of tough. D-style could have allowed getting one into France too.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know why we had to rush this Thailand thing. We're just going to hold D-stall. We have to play it eventually. I know he wants Warsaw or Kamakan to get some extra ops, or maybe he's going to event Romanian. I don't know, but I would have done that before now. Z quickly out to a 9-point lead, though.
Yeah, that's not promising. Yeah, probably one Thailand, one Vietnam, one Finland. Oh, yeah, interesting. Yeah, what do you think about that 2 Venezuela as opposed to 1 Venezuela, 1 Brazil?
Yeah, 1 Venezuela, 1 Brazil. You could even be greedy and go for Mexico. Hope he addresses that, doesn't try to attack Venezuela right away. And I would probably 5-year plan Romanian here just to spread out a little bit.
Yeah, that seems good. Yeah. Interesting opening. So if Aegis scoring is delayed, that could be a real problem for Jarek in terms of recouping some of these VPs. And also, Asia Dam is still wide open depending on when it comes.
Yeah, I was going to say, Z might want to get into India here in case of an IP war. He doesn't have access.
Yeah. Well, no IP war in Yarek's hand.
No IP war. And we get CIA along with our 5-year plans. That's terrific.
Yeah, that's quite frustrating. Especially not being in Zaire yet.
But this is a clear and obvious purge because there's nothing else to use here.
Yeah, and also any chance of trying to get Asia Dom probably requires Ziemowit not having many ops to use, right?
That would seem logical.
Yeah, one thing I was saying I've thought about recently is it seems like Justin is pretty willing to take risks with having a good scoring met by defectors in turn 2. So that's a sort of interesting question of how risky to be in those sorts of situations with headlines.
Yeah. I think it's better to be risky. A lot of people like to be conservative when they don't know, but I think taking a risk here and there is not too bad.
Well, so CIA is much less painful when your opponent rolls a 1 on the coup.
Yes. And when they're purged, and when they see you have a really solid hand, there's not a lot of weakness to it.
Uh, so that could be a potentially very big one for the future of Africa here, which Jarek really needed that break.
Yeah, I would work on Korea here as well.
Yeah, not South Korea with it unscored.
I'm not
I'm not
sure.
sure what's up with that for Jarek.
Ziemowit was not going to go into Iraq purged when it was scored. Okay, so now we take
Yeah.
South Korea. That's good.
Okay. I mean that's fine. Okay. See him making some space progress. We'll see if he has something else to space again. Yep.
Now, would you want to event Arab-Israeli war here? Okay, he is, and it worked. I was going to say, you could also coup Colombia, but then you give your opponent Milops for the next AR. It looks like Jarek doesn't want to do that.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think that eventing it was a solid call. No need to get Columbia yet.
Yeah, especially when it works out for you and it hits.
Well, yes. It looks way better in retrospect. But I guess it's if you take the two VPs divided by times a third, right? Third chance of hitting, so about 2/3 of a victory point, which is not bad for expected value.
Yeah, I think I like this better than going to Zaire since CIA is out.
Yeah, a little belated in getting to Brazil, but it didn't really hurt Jarek since it didn't have the opposite try for even realigns or anything.
Yep. Need to make sure we get Zaire and get into Libya before the end of turn 3, but we have some time for that.
Yeah, it could have been nice to poke India to threaten a Pakistan flip, but
Yeah,
ultimately okay.
and potentially to just headline Asia because we haven't seen U.S. Japan, correct?
No, we haven't seen USJ. Yeah,
So we
and
could
mm,
do the Pakistan flip threat and also take him down in India, so we could potentially
mhm,
headline it. But we can't headline it
mhm.
now. We have to hope IPware works.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah,
Oh,
so second
never
cover
mind.
is annoying, but better than USJ.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, because we don't lose a coup to anybody. Now we're going to get to coup Colombia somewhere in here.
Well, now with having build-ups from IP, don't
Oh
even
yeah, we did
need
get
a coup at all.
IPware. Yep,
Yeah.
don't need a coup at all. You're correct.
So the duck is really not as many victory points as it seems like, right? Well, I mean, given the IP war redraw.
Yet
Oh
Z is
man,
now back up
another
to 10.
Europe. Ah, that's rough.
Yeah, that's a bit much, but he won't get any Millop points. So yeah, definitely shouldn't coup Colombia. Now we
Okay,
got to
so
get to yeah, all of
mhm,
those things are what we needed to do.
yeah.
In addition to Argentina, I would say.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. And so making sure to shore up the southern half because Yarek's really going to need some good victory points in South America here. So, yeah, Libya is going to be important. And then South Africa could be very nice as well. I imagine Zima might be trying to go to South Africa if he can. But yeah, Yark probably doesn't have enough ops to really fight for it the rest of this turn.
Yeah, getting one up in there is fine. I also like to prepare for puppets. So maybe getting one into Saudi, maybe
Hmm. Hmm.
Afghanistan. I guess he has access to Afghanistan, but we could also threaten that flip.
Yeah.
So definitely Argentina. That's a no doubt about her.
Yeah, now are you holding 5-year plan here or no? I mean, there's no real reason to, right?
Yeah, we've held it for 3 turns already. It hasn't really done anything. Um, yeah, there's not much. I mean, I guess we could. Let's say we could 5-year plan Truman, but I, I'm guessing that Yarek's just going to UN 5-year plan, which also works.
Yeah,
We
either way is fine. Getting
basically
Truman out
got
is
everywhere. Yeah, we basically got everywhere we can get. He might want to take Chile, maybe get into
mhm,
um, was that Saudi Arabia? But so maybe he
yeah.
will just keep it like you said.
Mm.
Nope, never mind.
Yeah, no, exactly as you're saying, one into Saudi Arabia to protect against puppets, which seems good. Yeah, I like this. Just shore up South America. No need to do anything fancy here.
And maybe event Korean War just so you can get a couple more points back with
Hmm,
it being even, but that
interesting.
also could get a poke. Yeah, I thought you might event that card, but oh no, I don't like that. I don't like that.
Yeah.
Don't let him
Is the
do.
question is it worth 2 victory points? Um, Maybe, like, it could be important. Oh, with another one in Africa for Zimbabwe, though. So it looks better with that one. Oh, in the
Oh
early
man,
South America here, in the
we needed
Liberation
that.
Theology. Wow, what a hand.
Middle East defectors with purge, so we could purge him again without any
Yeah.
worries here. Is he holding containment, or did we see that?
I don't recall seeing containment.
So we could really cramp his style again.
Yeah. I like that. I mean, there's not a ton of pressing priorities here for Yarrick, so might as well just try to constrict Zimbabwe. I mean, so the Liberation Theology solves the Central America problem.
Yep.
Um, we'll see how much
Fidel's another
Yarrick is
card
advancing.
we saw, I think, turn one, so that might be coming back. So if we purge him, he wouldn't be able to space that.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. I mean, nothing wrong with the Liberation Theology headlined, but there's enough ops here that I'm not sure that the ops from Purge are really needed for placing influence.
Yeah, and being down 10. I mean, the board looks pretty good for
Yeah.
Yarrick, to be honest, but I still
Yeah.
would press into this lead a little bit, or take some of his lead back, I should say.
Yeah, well, I mean, assuming all goes well, the VP track is going to swing
Yeah.
red here. Okay,
Yep. Ooh, I don't like that though.
yeah, that's a rough draw for Zimbit from Yarik's perspective, but Yarik really can't complain with everything he has in this hand.
Yeah, we can ABM back Nigeria if we want,
Hmm.
or yeah, I guess we could do that too, or ABM Mexico.
Yeah, I don't know that I love giving up Southeast Asia here. I think I might actually give up the coup. Hmm.
Yeah, definitely take Vietnam back here.
Yeah, I mean, keeping Vietnam is nice. But part of the reason
Yeah,
I'm saying that is because the even the possibility of long-term Asia Dom is on the line, plus the Southeast Asia points. So, and brush protection, etc. Yeah, and so taking Saudi Arabia for another Middle East point is good. Ooh, and Africa could turn real soon here.
South America potentially could too, but with him purged, I think we're probably safe. I'd still drop it first if I were
Yeah,
him.
that
Yep.
seems good. Yeah, that seems good. Yep.
He also has ABM to fight back in Africa.
Right. Yeah, so won't lose everything in Africa at least. Oh, cooling with
Ooh,
brush. Wow. Hmm. Yep,
I like
another good set of
this.
VPs
These still
there.
doesn't have
Yeah.
Dom. You know,
So is now a good time for liberation theology?
yeah, I
Okay,
think
Yarg
so
agrees.
because we want to
Nothing in Cuba?
keep him from cooing. Yeah, I probably would have put one in Cuba,
I would want to get at
and then
least
of course,
something to be annoying.
as soon as you do, then Z will give you Fidel. That's just
Yeah,
how it
well,
always goes.
certainly. Yeah, yeah. I might use this in Central America. Yeah. Yeah, oh, nice roll
There
there.
you go. Yeah. No, we're immune to Panama.
Yeah, so Africa is going to be looking quite rough here, but that, of course, can turn a bit more easily.
Thinking about venting that.
Hmm.
That's better. I like that.
Yeah, this seems fine. Break the control. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, so Yark has had a few kind of important roles here, some of Zimbabwe's ones in Africa, although it hasn't helped Yark so far, and the six in Panama. But it's a very dynamic game, and overall, it's been opportunities on both sides here.
Yeah, pretty evened up anyway. Those would have
Hmm.
been looking for South African or Portuguese here, but we didn't get either one, so this could be
Yeah.
trouble.
So there's an interesting hand. I mean, OPEC's a big number, so that's really nice.
Yeah,
Might even headline that. Che is kind of surprisingly not very good because with Africa we're dealing with control rather than Dom here. but big op's generally good. Alliance is really
Yep.
not that painful, easy to give up. EU is repairable. Shuttle, probably worth spacing, I'd say.
Shuttle, yeah, I would think. Um, but yeah, I like the OPEC headline here. I think it
And
doesn't
I think
seem to
giving
have
our man
anything
is
else.
fine. Sorry, what were you saying?
No, it doesn't seem to be anything else other than OPEC. Or oh, really? I like OPEC better, but sure, okay.
Yeah, I guess. Well, I guess VOA could have neutered the OPEC, but honestly, like that would
No,
not have been the end of the world.
OPEC goes first. He would have gotten
Oh,
5
yes, I'm
points for that. I
sorry.
mean,
Oh,
he's
yes,
still
of course.
can.
Sorry. Yes, of course. Yeah. Now we haven't seen any China cards come out yet, which is interesting.
Yeah, I like Yarek's threat here, using that 4-op to threaten a flip of Mexico if Z takes the coup. But Z wants to keep Africa, so I think he
Yeah, he
might
should just
either
coup
coup
Mexico.
Mexico,
Yeah.
maybe coup Zaire, but probably coup Mexico.
So it would be interesting, especially if he's holding, oh, and just drop in
Or,
Africa. Yeah.
or just take it. Okay. So now that you take the question back to Yarek, and I think Yarek would be happy to coup here with Alliance.
Coup Mexico, you think?
I think so, and it
Yeah.
works out.
Yeah. Yeah, that seems good. Would be nice to have one in Cuba here, but still.
Yeah.
Fidel's still larger, but oh, hot bit. Where's that going? Okay, yeah.
Now
So just
Che is going to be
threatening
useful.
Central America. Yes, quite so. Coming in handy.
Yeah, definitely.
Now, oh, hmm. I was going to say, is there a case for playing Muslim here? But I don't remember quite how much there is in the Middle East, but possibly saving it for Sadat as well to try to respond to that could work. Although, well, maybe not.
I was thinking after this Che, we use Muslim to take Cuba, but
Oh, sure. I mean, that's a good call as well. Yeah, that's more
the Middle
important.
East scored. We are going to get 5 points, probably with OPEC if Yarek does event it, but
He better.
yeah, he really should do that.
Coup back with Armin?
Yeah, I don't like giving shuttle. I think we can
Yeah, I
definitely
mean,
space that.
Asia's too on the fence here. Shuttle would make it pretty easy for Zimbabwe to get Dom in Asia, right?
Yeah, you'd have to
Oh no,
take.
Asia came out turn 3. I'm sorry. Yeah, but still for down the
Yeah,
road.
yeah, yeah. Both these scorings aren't coming back till the late war, but we're not too far from there.
Yeah. So nothing so bad dropped. Yeah, I'm surprised about dropping the Junta by Zimbabwe here. It seems like he could benefit from Junta more.
Yeah, definitely. Score it. There we go. Okay,
Okay.
now I feel better.
Yes. That was mandatory.
I'd really love to
Hmm.
flip one of these African one stabs too. Pretty much
Yeah.
everything's scored. We might want to take Cuba first, but
Hmm. I'd probably
for the
just.
long haul.
Well, do you take Cuba here? Just space shuttle? Yeah, I think taking Cuba's fine. The problem is then you don't want to have to coup back. I guess you could do that with EU.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm. I think I would probably just space here. Oh, spacing EU. Well, hmm.
Okay.
Holding
Yeah.
shuttle?
Well, Poland is looking pretty rough. I would definitely be holding shuttle.
Yeah. I mean, that's fine. Nothing wrong with holding shuttle.
Now maybe 3 in Cuba, 1 in Nicaragua or Guatemala. That's what I was thinking.
But
This works
overprotecting
too.
Thailand is good. Yeah. That had to be done at some point. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, so Simovic could go into Guatemala, but now Yarek can score Central America in the headline if he gets it. Oh, yeah, and
And
there's
there's
Fidel, just as
Fidel.
you said.
I knew that was going to happen. Okay, he doesn't go into Guatemala, but he does have realign set up now. Okay, this might be one of those cases where I use how I learned to bring DEFCON to 2, and then I coup either Haiti or Nicaragua there.
Hmm. Yeah, that seems pretty good. All
with Central on the table.
right, so are you self-trapping here?
Yeah, that's a good question too. Um, we're giving up Sadat.
It feels real rough,
Brunsdale's
but I think yeah. Oh, okay. So
but
Lads is not
that's
great.
also unfortunate.
Yeah,
Yeah, I would take it to 2 here. I don't know that we need to
he wants to go in
take it to
Africa.
3.
Yeah, but the problem is that just gives
And
the real lines. I don't want to give up Cuba like that.
yeah, I mean, I think he knows he's going to win. He will
Yeah, he's
probably
gonna
lose
lose
the
the
coup
Cuba
war
War.
because of Lads,
Yeah,
but
right. And
yeah,
also because of needing to manage this hand.
yep.
So I
There's
guess
some
you're giving
problems
up
here.
Sadat and Camp David. Special's fine because NATO is not played. So it's really grain, shuttle, and bear and trap. Okay, good to stay in
Yeah,
Zaire.
take your Dom, take your Dom.
Yeah, and it's tempting to try to take Central America down, but there's no easy way to do it without just getting cooed back.
Yeah, that's true. It's a good time to use that, Lads. Not a card I headline very often.
No, but it's very effective here,
Yeah,
both psychologically in terms of getting Jarek to kind of give up in Central America, and also in terms of the actual effect.
yep.
So good to overprotect North Korea and not risk anything there. Still haven't seen China cards. Yeah, okay. Just making threats in
Well, he's
Central
going in
America.
there.
Ooh.
So he could run into trouble with Ortega being where he is in the space track.
Hmm.
So I don't know if that was worth it.
Yeah. Right. I mean, because as long as Yarrick isn't in Cuba, there won't be control. Yeah.
But he wants
Right.
to take it. Okay.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Preventing Dom is nice. Especially, I
But
mean, he doesn't know this.
we
Oh,
haven't
but I was
seen
saying,
gunmen
especially,
either, right?
um, no, I don't think we have, or ask not. So
Yeah.
possible that Zimbabwe could have either or both. Yeah, and with the Cuba situation here, I mean, yeah, Yarik's not really in a position to fight for Central America at this point, so it ended up being a good play by Zimbabwe.
Yep. And he did trap himself, and now he might get realigned out of Mexico as well. But he
Yeah.
did only lose 1 turn, so that's something, I guess.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. So after relines here, now Zimbabwe's in the position to take Central America down, which can be nice. But no,
Don't
not if he
speak too
rolls like
soon.
this. Yeah, not if he rolls
Yeah,
like
no,
that. Oh, I still don't love giving up shuttle. I kept
that's the
David.
ideal roll, though.
Yeah, that's a
Of all
great
the rolls
roll,
he could have
though.
gotten, it's a
Yeah, that
perfect
is
roll.
a great roll. Okay, Central America. Oh, well, that could have been worse. Ended up being pretty okay. Hmm.
Okay. Yeah, who'd you like to be on this board?
Yeah, that's a good question. Okay, so I think I have to say Zimbabwe because well, so there's South America control to two DOMs, and just in general, a lot that can go wrong for USSR in the late war, although of course you never know. Central is kind of leaning toward US long term with being able to realign Mexico, probably. Asia could be a US dom, maybe long term. So yeah, I think I'm definitely gonna say Zimbabwe, but Yarek's not out of it. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm probably in the same boat here. Africa looks pretty solid. Europe managed to get Central back, and he didn't draw lone gunman, so
Yeah.
Z is
Yeah.
safe for that. Yeah, it's really close, but I
Mhm.
think I like Z's position a little bit more.
Yeah, so South Africa is nice to see here. That can help make some progress. I mean, Brezhnev seems like it could be nice. A South African headline, though, would also be very interesting. Ooh, yeah.
Yeah,
So,
we just give Marshall.
mm-hmm. Don't want to give Kennedy, for sure.
Yeah, we don't know. Jarek should know pretty much everything in Z's hand because the reshuffle came at the very end.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, okay, screw that. So he knows what he would be dumping with Kennedy, and I
Mhm.
I cannot remember, but
No, yeah. Neither do I. Usuri and Nixon, I believe, and John Paul.
Missouri, I
Yeah.
think, yeah,
Oh, did Usuri come out?
Missouri was a
Oh, okay.
play for ops, I think, but I'm pretty sure you're right about
Oh,
Nixon.
okay. Well, I mean, one thing to note as well is that now South African will be really nice with being able to take Botswana and threaten those realigns.
Yep, flip things in Africa, even that up pretty quick.
I would do that right now, probably. Yeah. One thing to think about this turn too is just getting some extra Europe protection in before the late war.
Yeah, that's true. Definitely want to lock things down. We are holding Warsaw, so if we play it, it's not going to come back, um,
Yeah.
unless we happen to assault for it or something.
Hmm. Hmm.
But Poland's looking pretty fragile.
Yeah.
Okay, he goes with your plan, which I like.
Hmm. Yeah. Now, if
We
Africa can flip, then that will really give Yarrick more of a chance, depending on scorecard timing. But wow, what a coup roll there! Yeah, I like this though. Just go into South Africa. Don't bother with Botswana. Yeah.
Yeah, we can use cultural to take China card back. I guess we're holding gunman and eventing it next turn when we don't know what he has in his hand.
Yeah, that seems
Probably leaving
nice.
Warsaw.
And giving Kennedy at the end of the turn seems probably fine. One roll getting him out of Mexico. That's rough.
Yeah, not ideal. But we did do a number on Z in Africa, so feeling a little
Hmm.
better about
Hmm.
that.
Yeah, so this is now probable Central America Dom unless Fidel comes. Oh no, so Fidel's out for good. So probable Central America Dom for Zimbabwe here.
Also, if I don't like giving gunman here, but if we do, just event it. It's not coming back.
Yeah.
Confirm what you think he has in his hand. Yeah, okay. I think I liked eventing cultural and like you said, giving Kennedy at the end, holding Warsaw and gunman.
Hmm. Hmm.
But there
Yeah,
goes
I
Mexico.
think this is good. Yep.
Yep, nothing to discard.
So just doing some protecting, but I would want to do a little more in Europe,
Yeah, or
especially
take
with
your
John
dominant
Paul
Africa
played.
also. Yeah.
Yeah. So the one in Japan is interesting and nice just to have a little bit of a threat there. Okay. So Zima just taking the 2 victory points. Can't argue with that. Puts him maybe in range for a War Games threat.
Okay. We are not getting Asia Dom. We
Hmm.
have 4 countries, and he has about 7, I think.
Yeah. I think so in Asia, headline is interesting. Quag headline is interesting as well. Is there anything that would affect an Asia headline? I guess Usuri,
VOA probably would, and
VOA.
Missouri. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good
Relatively
Quag.
likely impossible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of nothing wrong with Quag. Cultural headlines fine too.
Cultural headline would be useful for sure, but
Yeah.
I, yeah, I think I just like the Quag.
Yeah, especially to maybe try to take Africa down. It could be nice. I mean, Quag, actually, what about Quag and going for Asia Dom?
Yeah, I was just counting. So it's like I said, 7-4. Um, okay, well, we're not going to
Hmm.
get the coup, so that might actually help our cause
Hmm.
in
Not having a three
Asia.
up doesn't help though. Ooh. So
Yeah, I guess
Africa
we have to.
swinging back.
Now we could try it. We could go for it. If he misses one, we're probably going to get this Asia Dom. Oh,
So
but shuttle's an effect. I did forget about that.
Oh, yes, of course. Oh, yeah. So with shuttle, there's no real chance. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's
So
unfortunate. So
it's
I would
seven.
drop it now
Yeah,
just in case he has Japan after the
yeah, yeah,
out of the quagmire.
yeah. That seems right. Hmm. Could start queuing African non-battlegrounds, I suppose. Um. Yeah. What are priorities here? Not so many priorities here for Yarrick.
Getting that off for
Yeah, could be
nothing is
safe. Yeah,
a high priority. I
yeah,
might put
yeah.
one more in Libya just to be safe from VOA, because if he
Mm-hmm.
gets that, then
Mm-hmm.
it's even. I do like
Yeah.
the coup in Africa to stop Dom.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that seems good. I probably would that have, yeah, I probably would have done that coup in Africa first. Is Africa at large or was that turn seven?
Nope.
Yeah.
Everything except for Asia is still around.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, so I probably would have done the coup in Africa first, but I mean, seems like it probably doesn't matter.
Yep. All right, counting here,
Hmm.
looking for something.
Yeah, so I mean, which scoring cards come out is just going to be absolutely crucial here. This is this is not the sort of cutting edge commentary you need to come to ARZ for, but
Yeah.
but it's true. um,
Is he hoping for more Reagan points? Is that why he poked there?
yeah, I guess
Or
so.
just in case Muslim shows up, then he can get back in
Hmm.
somewhere?
Hmm. Yeah, and that seems good too with hedging against Muslim, or maybe just to be a bother.
Yeah, he's good at that.
Yeah, no, I mean, still makes sense to play cultural this turn, right?
Event it? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, sorry, I meant event it.
Surrey was in the discard. It's going to come back at some point, but
Yeah,
having China
yeah,
is going to be
controlling that would be
useful.
nice, even with Asia scored. Especially, I mean, as we mentioned, well, so Ortega is not an issue for Zimbabwe yet, and I mean, could be if he advances in space.
Or gets purged.
The air gets purged. It's true.
Okay.
Not the most impactful deck crisis ever, but nice to have. Hmm.
All right, I got a
Yeah.
coup somewhere in here too. I'm like, yeah, let's coup now.
The tough thing, I I honestly might have. Well, I guess you need to hold AWACS here. Yeah, I guess you need to hold AWACS because you really don't want to give that and remove the threat of Muslim.
Now Ortega is a threat as he
Yeah.
advances successfully.
Hmm. But I don't love playing Warsaw for ops. But I think there's no choice. Oh, well, now you can play for the event, or
You
just
could play for
or
the
just
event.
ops and put it all in Poland.
Uh, I guess that's okay.
Yeah.
I might have evented it and used it for the other effect. We could contest his dom at least temporarily, or not contest it, but threaten to contest it.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean that's not really sustainable long term with the Mediterranean countries all marshaled
Right.
up. But and
You
with
had to
grain, he
switch.
can't hold anything. I'm sorry. Yeah, can't hold anything because of grain. Yeah, it
Might have
is
put
nice.
that last one in East Germany just because of teardown
Yeah,
with
yeah,
John Paul and Solidarity out. What were you saying? Sorry.
yeah. No, no, no. Yeah, no, no. That makes a lot of sense. Uh, yeah, no. I was just saying that. Yeah, I mean, it's tough to have to give up AWACS, but right, probably playing China would be worse. But I actually might have spaced AWACS rather than East European unrest. Oh, and he draws Muslim.
Yeah, but he, he does. He also draws Ortega, which is a little sad, but
Yeah,
Muslim is very useful here.
hostage crisis is beautiful here.
Yeah. definitely. I
Now,
might. Let's see.
yep.
I might poke Egypt. We could get control in um, Middle East if we play our cards right, literally and
Mm.
figuratively.
Yeah,
Because we
what's the
also have
click?
a hostage crisis. So this.
Mhm.
Oh, never mind. Never mind. Muslims turned off. I'm
Yeah,
just
yeah.
getting inside of my head.
Yeah, so I was actually just gonna say, I think that Iran-Contra is nice here. I like sort of creating threats there, maybe even like realigning Zaire or Botswana with extra power. Not clear exactly how effectual, but you don't want to get realigned in Panama as well. So Iran-Contra is quite nice. These victory points though are tough.
Piling up.
Yeah. Yuri could have been a fine headline as well, although I don't know exactly how much of the turn Jarek wants to spend cooing. Jarek waiting for
Vietnam.
possible war games here,
Yep.
but there's a delay, so probably not. And very nice that Jarek has Usuri as well, which means that he'll control the China card for as long as
Yes.
he wants.
Yep.
Mm. All right, and so this
That's annoying.
CRG is really just making it hard for Yark to contest Africa here. But yeah, I like that. Just I think that's good to just take the victory points.
Yeah.
I mean, South Africa, I guess it could be tough, but Yark does have a lot of ops to fight it.
Yeah. I think I'm with you.
Doing Cameroon, what's the thought of that?
Maybe set up real lines, but
Yeah,
he's going to coup back here. Yeah, it's not going to work. Yeah, I
yeah.
think we do that for sure.
I think it would have been better to just do that first, but I mean, probably not a big deal in the end.
Yep.
Yeah, the
Could
victory
do the
points
same thing
definitely.
with Zimbabwe and have +2 real lines on Zaire if we wanted.
Yeah. Is this gonna go in South Africa? Yeah, yeah, that's
Yep.
that's tough though. So just Muslim right back in there?
I think we probably should do that. Yeah, because we're going to get ourselves controlled if we're not careful.
Yeah. Well,
Got
that's
to
a
vet
big stack of
reformer in here too, just to turn off Glasnost if nothing else.
uh-huh. Yeah, and create at least a little hassle. Hmm. Yeah, that's
Yes, I
good.
like that.
I
I was
might even
afraid he
put
wasn't going to do it.
yeah, oh yeah. I might even put reformer in South Africa at this point. I mean, it'd be nice to be annoying with Glasnost, but South Africa just seems very important here.
Well, he could also turn off Dom in Europe temporarily with
Yes,
reformer.
that's true. Hmm. And holding Usuri is fine, but would be nice to get it out before turn 10. Reformer could be a nice
Yeah,
headline too.
it could be. I think we
But
could space Usuri if we wanted to, and then play containment and, like you
yeah,
said, a headline reformer.
hmm that would just
Um,
require giving up South Africa, which is not great.
yeah,
Ooh.
well, where's this going? Oh, okay. Well, we have other priorities now. Let's take that back. I would probably even give containment an AR early. No, please take Libya.
Ooh. I mean, Libya doesn't change the Dom situation, but Yarek needs victory points wherever he can get them.
Yeah,
So I would have taken Libya back.
this is me, going on a rant for a second, but people can give containment like one AR early. It's not going to end the world if you do that. Like for priorities like that, I would be like, okay, sure, I want Libya back, but
Yeah, yeah. Well, we'll
your
make
hard
it
and fast
easier
rule,
to poke Libya some more and be annoying about it.
sure, yeah, or do
I,
something else.
yeah,
But
I probably would have just given Reformer for ops there. But I agree in general that giving containment or Brezhnev and AR early can be a totally good idea and needs to be balanced against the sort of total risk and cost and benefit.
there's tear down not being invented. He
Hmm.
really wants Libya.
Yeah, interesting. So holding Usuri, we'll see how his hand is. Oh, and it's very white. Oh, wow.
Okay,
This
yeah,
is
this is not
oof.
ideal. South America is awesome here.
Yeah, South America is incredible. And Africa with 5-year plan is nice, except if you use Africa with 5-year plan, that requires giving up VOA, right?
Yeah, because you have to stay Star Wars. Oh boy, we could.
Hmm.
Yeah, this is tough. It's gonna be tough for Yarrick
Oh,
to pull off, but it is really helpful that he gets South America before the
yeah.
very end. It looks like of the draw.
So if Central
We
America
could also
doesn't
have
come
Middle
out,
East.
yeah, yeah. So the question is, does Middle East come out? Yeah, and does Central America come out? Hmm. Hmm. Well, so USJ is fine to give later in the turn, especially. NORAD's fine to give. Reagan bombs is
A point.
fine to give.
Question is, what are we headlining here? Is it just South America?
I think so. I think gotta risk it, right?
I mean, Brush is going to be really bad if he has it and it
Yeah.
hits. He's
ABM's
got to go
out.
around.
Okay.
Junta. Okay,
Oh,
this
this
is
is.
also very bad. This
Oh,
is really bad. Now we can't 5-year
ah,
plan
I.
Africa, so we have to coup Zaire.
Yeah. I don't know if I see a path here for your right.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
oh gosh.
he needs two
That's.
ops to take.
Oh man, what do you do here?
I think we
Um,
just keep working on Africa for now.
I
At least
guess.
at
Okay.
least coup so he doesn't flip Zaire, but
Well,
Okay,
giving it
well,
up
we
is
need to hope
fine.
that Middle
Yeah.
East, yeah,
Mhm. Yeah, so
shows
Middle
up
East
here.
needs to come. Oh, big relines. Okay. Panama holding strong. Okay, so playing China, oh, spacing 5-year plan, and then that requires playing Missouri too, right? Ugh.
Yeah, I definitely like this move because this takes away 2 points of presence for him in South America and protects Panama.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Bad.
tough too.
Yarrick running
Yeah.
out of rope here.
Yeah. Oh man, what do you yeah, I mean I guess play China and then play Surrey.
Oh man.
Um and I mean could start protecting in Middle East. Well, no real need for that.
Yeah, I don't know about protecting. If we're behind on the board, we need to be more offensive, as
Yeah,
offensive
agreed.
as possible.
Agreed. Yeah. Hmm. Oh, in Middle East.
Okay.
Oh, that's
Okay.
huge.
So
So yeah,
he's counting. We should be counting
yeah.
10,
Okay. So
14, 15
yeah,
for Yarrick right now, I think.
yeah. So Europe is yeah. So 5, 8, yeah, 12. Um, yeah. So and yeah. I'm seeing what 12 for Zimba. Oh, and
Uh,
that's
we
huge.
have to give the China card. So
Oh,
Zimovit's
right. Yeah, yeah,
gonna be a little ahead here. We're also gonna give
yeah.
Usuri, I assume. I mean,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, for a sec there, Jarek looked like maybe he was slightly ahead, but with the rest of this turn, it's gonna be real tough.
that purge made a huge difference, let me tell you.
Yeah, yeah. No, Jarek really could could well have been very much in it if not for that purge, and also that space roll really seemed like it just sealed the deal.
Yeah, so for this final play, Usuri or VOA, there a lot of things are overprotected here.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
interesting.
think he can stop the control of South America, even if he takes out of
Hmm.
there.
Yeah, because Argentina has
He could,
4.
I guess, he could stop Dom in Middle East and take 2 out of Brazil, and then Yarrick would have to choose what he wants to do.
Mhm. Or just 4 out of Middle East is brutal. So I think it has to be a Syria.
Well, he could put 1 back in Lebanon and still have his. Well, if he takes out of
Just out of each. The Middle East battlegrounds aren't overprotected, though.
yeah, Yeah, you could take out the battlegrounds. That's true.
So that is a nice trade again. May
Very
might
useful.
not matter, but
Using his getting no
okay, yeah.
ops
So
here.
that's
Ooh, that's
a
also annoying.
nice swing in South America. Yeah, so I think it
Yeah.
has to be a Surrey. Hmm. Yeah, and so so we'll see what Zimbabwe has for his last card. I mean, if he really doesn't have anything, then maybe things could be okay for Jarek, but hard to imagine that.
Yeah, I don't think, especially taking 2 points away in Colombia, and he's gonna
Yeah.
possibly get Dom here.
Mm,
Yeah,
mm,
two out of the both of the Koreas.
mm-hmm,
Yark
mm-hmm.
has two ops to respond to that.
Presumably just repairing both of them, but yeah. Yeah, maybe two out of Pakistan to just retake that and two out of a Korea.
Okay,
Yeah.
just gotta take North Korea and probably overprotect it here. Ooh, cooing it. Don't
Mm,
need to go in Africa. I would just take. Yeah, I think that's good. I'd put another
yeah.
one in there.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's fine though. I
I
mean,
mean,
not clear what he can do. I mean, maybe, right, maybe he just needs to bet that Zima doesn't have a card to respond.
yeah. So he's 12 on the board for Yarek. +1 for Asia, so 13 to
Yeah.
Ziemowit's 9. No, he doesn't even have Africa right now. Ooh, yeah, I think Z needs to have a decent card here.
3, 8. Yeah, right, without Africa. No, that's a good point. Yeah. Hmm. Right, okay, so 3 for Central America, 5 for Europe, 1 for Africa. That's 8, 9, plus 3 on the board, and China.
So 13.
Yeah. Which is so it's this is real close.
Yeah, I
So
think Z
if
is ahead
Zimmer
by
has
1 right now, though.
anything, yeah. I do not read the banter in Polish to oh, I assume that means Jarek was saying no more 4 ups.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. And Jarek saying that he's holding VOA in Star Wars.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Can you say that if is 5-year plan around? Because Z would just event it right now if that was the case. Careful what you give away there, Yarek. Could be good. I don't remember.
Well, yeah. I don't remember. I'm afraid of 5-year plan now after in a team game the other day running into a 1 out of 49 chance of losing by hitting Cal.
I did see that live or a 15-minute delay. That was priceless.
Max Goldman was saying, it was an unnecessary risk, but we didn't know that they had a rough hand. So,
Yeah.
all right, well, let's see. Oh, and it's socialist. Oh, wow.
Okay.
Oh man,
Points
it's gonna be
required.
close. Yeah, I mean, it has to be that. That has to be that, right? Yeah. Which
Is he
takes
going
all
to
3
lose
ups to
one?
fix, right? Is this going to be a
Or is it going to be a
tie?
tie? It might be a
I
tie.
think it might be a tie. I mean, because there can't be anything better for Zima to do than to just take Europe down back, right?
Yeah, that has to be it.
Oh,
Yep.
and it's a
There we
tie!
go. It's a
Wow!
tie.
Wow!
Oh my gosh.
What a
Well,
game!
Yark
Even
still
with the
hasn't defeated
purge?
Ziemowit, but
No.
that's didn't lose either.
Oh man, what a game. So we really were writing off Yarek, but it turned out that Sigmund's cards did not come through for him in turn 10.
Yep. He lost
So
Asia, Africa Dom, and didn't get his Europe to show up.
yeah. And so big players in this game. So South America turned out to be really steadfast the whole game, Middle East as well. So sometimes getting those early doms and controls really can just last you.
Yeah. Yeah, well played by Jarek. Again, kind of
Mhm.
didn't give him much of a chance going in that late war, but
No, yeah.
he hung tight.
Yeah. Well played by Jarek here. Any final thoughts on this game, Peter?
Just curious to see if Z mentioned what his other card was, but I don't see it
Oh,
over there. I
uh,
don't think. Oh, is
was
it
that
Live
something about
Theo?
Truman?
Is that what he said?
Oh,
Up there near
oh,
the top?
yeah.
Maybe.
There's something about Liptheo, yeah. So it might be that, yeah.
No,
Mm,
I was just it's very entertaining. So thanks for submitting it. And anybody else who has some good games that they've recorded, feel free to send them to Anton Scott, our executive producer, and he will make sure they get on the air because this is a treat, and
mhm.
we'd love to see more of them.
Yes, agreed. And thank you so much to Anton Scott, AirZ's executive producer, for everything he does to keep us on the air and bring exciting Twilight Struggle action. I'm Max DuBoff. Been a pleasure to cast this with you, Peter. And signing off.
Peace.